Ghanaian first secondary school. That is the Infantipin. I hope I'm getting it right. And that was established in 1876. Even universities, there are universities in Nigeria that can't even compete with some of the, colleges in Ghana. The thing in Nigeria is that we're too comfortable to even talk to our government. Look at the schools in Ghana. Look at the schools in Nigeria.
My Nigeria people wanna call see school for Ghana. This one a government school, not be private school.
A Nigerian lady was shocked to see Ghana's oldest secondary school compared to Nigeria's oldest government secondary school. You guys, this have actually shocked her, and she's coming out to call out Nigeria government. So we are going to be checking out these videos together, but please do well by liking this video, subscribe and share. Thank you so much. Let's check out these videos together.
As a society, talking about society, I mean Nigerians. Okay, so we all know the first secondary school in Nigeria, right? The CMS secondary school, which was established in 1859. And then I decided to go check out Ghanaian first secondary school. That is the Infantipin. I hope I'm getting it right. And that was established in 1876. Now we decided to take a stroll into the school. Like we decided to see, Infantipin, I love the structure. In fact, I'm going to be talking about infrastructures today. I love the structure of the school, the maintenance, and I think that is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. We do not know how to maintain things. Now, at a point, Ghana as government, the Ghanaian government, decided to take back their missionary schools earlier on. And when they saw that they could not manage it, they gave it back to the missionaries to, manage the school and everything concerning the school, just so that they don't, reduce the quality or the school standard. Well, in Nigeria, no, when we collected it, we couldn't give it back to the missionary. In fact, we really did not give it back to the missionary. And that's why it comes with a lot of mismanagement, nonchalant attitude towards, the school. See, I always say to people, your environment influences you as a person. Now, if you stay in a crazy or a poorly managed environment, you cannot even develop well. That's because even your teachers who will be teaching you do not like the environment where they come to teach in the morning, stay all day, spend most of their time with you. No, they won't. They can't. They don't even want to stay there. Now, the problem we have in Nigeria, when you check out a lot of secondary schools in Nigeria, you check out a lot of secondary schools like colleges in Ghana, you know that maintenance is key. It is so important. It is one thing we lack. It is one thing we ignore in Nigeria. I'm not even just going to be talking about schools, even other, infrastructures. We don't know how to maintain other areas. Even as a country, we don't know how to. We make too many excuses for these people that at the end of the day, we help them rob their ego. They begin to feel as if they are doing so much for us as citizens. Look at the schools in Ghana. Look at the schools in Nigeria. All you need to know, or all you will see and understand, is the fact that these people are committed to the better development of their children. Your children cannot go to an unhealthy environment and you think you get the best out of them. See, but when you give a child sound education, you will get quality information. You get people who are wise, who are different. People who, they can stand out. They will stand out. In Nigeria, a lot of government-owned schools are not well managed. They are poorly managed that when you see these children, and that is why it's so easy for private schools to, segregate them. That's because if proper maintenance was made or are being made, most people will send their children to private schools. And that's why it seems like private schools are taking over government schools. People say, see, someone can be frying even akara and she will be saving so much just for her child to go to a private school. When Ghanaians see their, government-owned schools, trust me, they want to send their children there. Have you seen the infrastructure there? And then you say it, you probably might tell me, it's not by infrastructure. What about teachers? Let's not lie here. These teachers sometimes act nonchalantly towards the children. A Ghanaian private, I really do not know how they run their private schools there, but a Ghanaian private school will have to think twice to make an attempt to go compete with the Ghanaian government-owned schools, because these schools are built like the universities we have in Nigeria. These schools are maintained to a level where when you go around the school, you appreciate and respect the government. You know that your payments, the taxes you pay are well managed. The government do not have an excuse because they are so particular about their children's education, the quality education they desire to give to their kids. And that's why you see a lot of Nigerians sending their children to Ghana to school. And then we say, what is so special about Ghana? After we are better than them. Hello, yes, probably in some areas. But there's a lot of areas where, trust me, let's not lie to ourselves, they are doing better than us. A private school in Ghana is no match for a government school in Ghana. But in Nigeria, even government schools, I was scared to even compete with some schools. I don't want to call some private schools are doing well. A lot of private schools in Nigeria are doing well, and they can compete shoulder to shoulder with a government-owned school in Nigeria. If our government can only, look at the need, they should see the importance of managing their facilities. You can't do anyhow and expect, you just maneuver things, you just do it anyhow. That's why they say life is a process. Life is a process.
I really wish Nigeria's leader will listen to the cries of the citizens of Nigeria, at least to fix our government school. Our schools are not in a good shape. That is why you see a lot of parents are working so hard to send their children to Ghana to go to better schools.
Do right. Do future generations right. When parents or families or companies or, when they pay taxes, please manage it well. We can't keep living like this and then our educational system keeps dwindling. It's dwindling daily. If we want to earn respect and you don't want your children or you don't want citizens to keep sending their children to Ghana, then you have to do them right. When you see secondary school children, probably government secondary school children, you feel for them. Even the environment where they learn, where they sit to learn, is so appalling. It's a place, once a person, has enough money, it's a place they don't want to send their children to school to learn. If you want to, keep calling yourself the giant of Africa, live up to expectation. Because at the end of the day, it's about young children. Even universities, there are universities in Nigeria that can't even compete with some of the, colleges in Ghana. That's because they know the importance of maintenance. What we lack in Nigeria is maintenance. I'm not saying we don't have good infrastructures, but I'm saying maintenance is bad. It's poor. It's nothing to write home about. Let's do something that in the next 50 years, children who will be, when they look at us, they are happy. They are happy. Because you don't want your children, you don't want Nigerians to keep sending their children, even in the next 50 years, to Ghana, to school. And then if you mess up the environment, if you mess up the educational, infrastructure, you mess up the educational system, then there will be no one here left to school in Nigeria. Because even the woman selling, pancake, even the woman selling pure water would do anything to send her children abroad. And that's why sometimes, I'm going to say this, that's why sometimes when people even come from schools in Ghana, when they graduate from schools in Ghana, organizations take them first before even graduates in Nigeria. That's because they know, they understand, they travel, they are exposed, they see so much. So don't rubbish us. And then when it gets to the time for us to get a job, you don't pick people from University of Ghana saying better quality education, whereas you messed up the one given to you to manage. So if you want us to keep living this type of life where children go to school in environments that is not even good enough for your own children. So I know there are leaders who are doing well and there are leaders who are doing poorly. So if you know you're a leader and you are performing poorly, please step up your game, step up your game. Because tomorrow, if they want to, describe you, they will describe you with your work. You will be praised according to, what you've been able to do, your impact. So parents out there, say something. Say something. See, the thing in Nigeria is that we're too comfortable to even talk to our government. Look at the schools in Ghana. Look at the schools in Nigeria. And you think your child will be happy to stay there? They will keep falling ill. Let's do right, because people keep graduating here from schools in Nigeria, secondary schools, universities, and people will keep graduating from secondary schools and universities in Ghana. And trust me, they will keep taking, see, these organizations in Nigeria, they will keep taking the ones from Ghanaian universities instead of those here. At the end of the day, we want a better educational system, and I think that's just it. So it's left for the Minister of Education, Commissioner of Education in all states to look into what I'm talking about. That's why it's real talk. I'm keeping it real with you all. I'm a Nigerian. I'm proud being a Nigerian. But at the end of the day, I can't turn a blind eye to things. I'm not saying all leaders are bad, because some people want to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm saying some leaders are bad, not all leaders. So let's correct so much that needs to be corrected. Look at CMS. Look at Infantibim.
My Nigeria people wanna call see school for Ghana. This one a government school, not be private school. And this one not be the best private government school for Ghana. Not be the best, like one of the average one. Not be the one where president children they go. This one na normal government school for Ghana. The thing where they wonder me say the school be like a whole community. Even university itself for Nigeria no dey be like this. Before you see university will be like this, na very difficult thing. See school. No, see school. This school dey Accra. I know say many people know this school, and they go give una the direction for the comment section. Make una trace down any Nigerian person wey dey Ghana, trace down, make you know say na truth. Now we dey talk. This one not be AI. Before you see school will be like this for Ghana, you know say maybe that school na the best school for Nigeria. Secondary school. No, now wow, not be small thing. If you dey talk, they no go believe until they use their eyes here. Nigeria politicians, make una build school for Nigeria. Make una do wetin go make Nigeria youth get opportunity. Now only university. Before you see university where you even be like this school sef for Nigeria, you go know say that university na politician children dey go if they manage the Nigeria.
You guys, you could feel the anger that she has in her voice, and I quite understand, because this is the oldest secondary school in Ghana compared to Nigeria oldest secondary school. This is the secondary school that have produced government, president, governors, presidents, barristers, doctors, and it's on this kind of condition compared to the government, oldest secondary school in Ghana. It looks like private secondary school in Nigeria, and this is not making sense at all. Sometimes when we make comparison, we're not comparing because we want Nigeria and Ghana to have issues. No, we just want the government to see what other African countries are doing, renovating, remodeling, making things easier and making things more beautiful for its citizens. For the fact it's called the oldest, that secondary school is over 100 and something years, same as Nigerian secondary school. But what is happening? What is happening? Look at how modernized it is compared to Nigeria's oldest secondary school. In fact, even some secondary school that have been, being created last 5 years in Nigeria, cannot be compared to this. There is no government infrastructure or government secondary school that is like any government secondary school in Ghana. And this is what Nigerians are asking for. They're just begging the country to learn from other country. Forget the pride of we are the biggest or we are the giant of Africa. At this point, put yourself low so that God can humble you. Go to other African country and learn from them. There is no crime in learning from what people are doing that are working for them. That is just it. Please don't drop on my comment section saying that we should stop comparing. These things Nigerian government really need to see and learn so that African country will be better. Because if Nigeria is better than what it is today, some of these crimes that is happening in other African countries by Nigeria will stop because Nigerians will focus in their country. Sometimes I hear people saying Nigeria give Ghana light. No, Ghana buy gas. If only Nigeria can take back the light, if they say they give Ghana light to their country and stop all these Nigerians fleeing in to Ghana. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts on the comment section. This is actually a very good, important message to the government and the authority and the people of Nigeria. Nigerians, please learn in peace and not always take it as a bad thing to compare or to show the government what is working in other country that is not working in our country. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the comment section. I'm simply Lilian. Please do well by liking this video, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for my new subscribers, my old subscribers. Thank you. Please do well by liking this video. This liking the video helps the algorithm to push it to more people. Thank you. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.